Hey guys, JayVee here and welcome back to the channel. I had a mild setback this week, but that didn't stop me from making progress. My biggest concern prior to doing the One Punch Man challenge was injury, and unfortunately, I very mildly injured my right calf, which definitely affected my sessions. Despite this, I'm still on track on my weight loss. Last week to end week 2, I weighed in at 200.2 pounds, and to cap off week 3, I weighed in at 196.8 with a net loss of 3.4. My diet's been steady. I dropped my average down to 2,700, which should be easily sustainable for the rest of this challenge. I even had all-you-can-eat sushi twice, Raising Cane's, McDonald's. I'm eating good, but I know how to count my calories. The workout, same old, same old. The bodyweight exercises are boring. I'm actually excited to get done with that more than the 10-kilometer run. As far as the additional weight training, I've only gone to the gym once last week. Honestly, it's mentally hard enough to want to go to the gym on top of doing the 100 squats, push-ups, and sit-ups, and the 10-kilometer run. However, I still should put in that work and I'll try to be on top of it more this week. As far as the 10-kilometer runs go, I started off the week really strong with faster finish times. And then on Thursday, sometime throughout my run, I felt some pain in my right calf. Nothing too bad at first, my adrenaline was running and I was able to finish the run. Went home, did my self-care routine, and definitely had a bad feeling for the rest of the week. Unfortunately, I woke up with more pain in my right calf, which was really bothersome from the first step of the day. I could feel the pain as I was walking, but the pain wasn't bad enough where I had to change my gait or change the way that I walk. Knowing this, I knew I had to adjust my load for the rest of this weekend because I didn't want to have to skip a day. Later in the afternoon, I had to cut my run short because of the pain. I struggled through the first 3 miles and I walked the last mile. On Saturday, I was able to manage through the whole 10-kilometer run, but I had to go at a slower pace that was comfortable for my calf. And on Sunday, I cut my run short again, essentially only jogging 2 miles. So essentially, I didn't do 7 days worth of volume of the One Punch Man challenge, so I'll call it 6 days worth. But at least I didn't skip a day, and I have to be really mindful about my calf moving forward. Going into how I managed my calf, I talked about how I deloaded, with decreasing my intensity, and in this case, my running speed, and essentially scrapping a day's worth of volume. I've talked a lot about self-care, so I did a lot of soft tissue work from the use of my massage gun or my foam roller. And as rehab goes, I'm not doing anything intense. I started with resisted plantar flexion with the use of this stretch band that I got a while ago. This is a proper start because I'm able to control my resistance and I'm not in a weight-bearing position. Where you begin your rehab is very important because depending on the nature of the injury, you don't want to jump into an exercise that causes a lot of stress to what you're trying to rehab. In my case, I don't have a typical mechanism of injury indicative of a muscle strain pattern. In another example, if you strain your hamstring or pulled your hamstring, you wouldn't want to get into sprints or deadlifts early on in your rehab. I was mostly worried because of where I felt the pain, which was at the muscular tendon disjunction of the calf, which is a common site for Achilles tears. But I'm an athletic trainer, so I know how to manage myself. The injury sucks, but I'll manage. Hopefully I'll manage it well enough towards the end of this challenge. This will definitely be the toughest week because I know mentally that I'm almost done, so it's going to take some mental discipline to get through the last stretch. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, especially if you made it towards the end of this video. At some point in the future, I do plan to post more in-depth videos related to athletic injuries, where I'll talk about the anatomy, the mechanism of injury, signs and symptoms to look out for, and treatment and rehab options you can do at home. So stay tuned if you like that kind of content as well. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel. We appreciate all the support we can get as we continue to grow. Also, when you get a chance, check out my buddy and his father's organization, Lightborn Enterprises, especially if you want to be a part of a community who spreads positivity amongst each other. It's also where I got this shirt. I even have the black version of it, and they're really comfortable for working out. I'll leave their links in the description so that you can check them out. And that's it for me. I'm expecting to hit 194, 185 by the end of this week. I'm gonna make the 6-pack happen, so stay tuned. I'll see y'all in the next video. JayVee